Hello, everyone. Greetings to you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Indeed, today is a very special day in the lives of some very special people in our lives, and that will be mothers. And I don't say this because I'm one of them. I say this because indeed everybody can testify to the fact that mothers are really very special people. I'm a mother of 4 and a wife to 1 man. I'm actually a 1 man's wife. The mother of 4 biological children. 2 beautiful, very ladylike girls, and then 2 very inquisitive, energetic boys. And I also have 2 destiny children with me under my roof, and several other destiny children that really do not live under my roof, but then they are also very special to me, including my camera gentleman. When you see him, you like him. So I'm very excited to be coming your way. So when I speak to you, actually I'm speaking to you as one of you. And so you would not think I'm speaking out of the vacuum, but you understand that, we are in this game together. Beyond being a mother and a wife, I'm also a minister of the gospel. I actually lead 3 ministries at the same time. You can just imagine that. Being a parent and doing all these things can sometimes get it can become a handful. But in spite of all that, the Lord grants us the grace to do all these things. So on this very special day, the question will be, what am I doing in your home? I am here to give you a very important message that I also have a bite on, and I'm sure it's really going to bless you. Mother's Day celebration. What is the message for mothers today? What is my message for you? My message is going to come from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 1 to 11, but I'm actually going to emphasize on 3, a portion of 3, and also 5 as well. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to give you a few points that I want you to hold on to as a mother and encourage yourself, as beautiful souls as we are. Now I read verse 3, Paul said something, and he says, I thank God whom I serve, as did my ancestors. I want us to emphasize and highlight the ancestors. Now let me jump from there and come to 5. And Paul was saying something to Timothy. He said something in 5, and he said, I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first in your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice, and now I am sure dwells in you as well. Powerful message, beautiful message. Now, there are key people in that I wanted to take note of. Ancestors, Eunice, and Lois. In the ancestors, it was not really direct towards any gender, and I'm sure there were women in there. But in the case of Timothy, Paul said, your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice. Powerful women that played very powerful roles in the lives of Timothy. So then what am I saying this day to you as we celebrate Mother's Day? Number 1, these are things that I want you to keep at the back of your mind so that when you are getting weary of being a mother, you can encourage yourself with this. Number 1, mothers pray for their children. Lois and Eunice never stopped praying for son and as a mother and as a grandmother, respectfully, to Timothy. They never stop praying. As a mother, you can never stop praying for your children. It is important you do so. Mothers pray for their children more than any other person in their lives because of the passion and the compassion that they felt in their womb whilst we carried them for 9 months. So that's number 1. Number 2, mothers mostly determine the faith path of their children. I take it again. Mothers mostly determine the faith path of their children. I didn't say they are the only one, I said mostly. Now the reason is that if you check statistics, children always follow their mothers to their churches more than they do with their fathers. So when it happens that the mother is in one ministry or one denomination or one faith and the father is in another faith, you realize that when they are children, they normally would go with their mother to their churches, to their faith. And sometimes the fathers even prefer the children going with their mothers to church to avoid the whole, burden of having to take care of them and the whole noise and trouble they come with when they are little. So if you're a mother, you play a very key role at their formative age. When they are learning, their LI stage, When they are learning and picking up values of lives, as a mother, you are the one that gives them those values. So you do this. Tell me if you are not that important. Number 3, mothers serve not only their children, but the entire family. That's the role you play. You are a mother. You don't only serve your children, you serve your husbands, you serve the larger populace. So you play a very important role as a mother. But because we're talking about Mother's Day and children and all that, we want to dwell more on your children. You serve your children. You play a very important role in your children. Now let me tell you something very exciting. What mothers do for their children in terms of service can be equated to the same relationship we have with God. Very selfless. God gives us His love with no condition, unconditional love. That is the kind of love mothers possess towards their children. Mothers rise up in the night, they stay late at night, they do all the things that they do as if they have more than 2 hands. And they do it with no expectations. And even the expectations they have for their children is also beneficial to their children. If a mother is serving their child so they can become somebody in future, when that child becomes somebody, it is for their own good. So the service mothers render to their children is actually as equal to that which God does for us as His children. Wow. What a powerful person for mothers to be compared to. And the last one that I have for you. Mothers encourage their children. We encourage our children when they feel down and they are beaten down and feel downhearted. Mothers are the ones that they go to. Ask me again. When was the last time? Children can say this for a fact. They go to school and they tell them, go and tell your mother that your school fees is due. Go and tell your mother that PTA is coming up. Maybe in their mind, they don't mean mothers alone, but the mothers become the image represented entire parentage. That is a lot. And so mothers, you have the right, you have the power to encourage your children. But the sad truth is that, and that's the truth, out of frustration, many mothers do this the wrong way. Out of frustration, we vent out and we say all kinds of things to our children. Please, I want to encourage you as mothers today. My encouragement to you and I is that we hold our peace, we hold our emotions, we know that the role we are playing is equivalent to the relationship we have with God, and do it right. When we succeed, the entire society, the entire world succeeds as well. On this faithful day of Mother's Day, I want to tell you that you are a very powerful woman. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter your pain and suffering. You are powerful, and God is with us as we do this. I want to wish every mother out there a very beautiful, blessed Mother's Day. And I say, continue doing what you're doing, because you're serving more than your children. May the Lord continue to bless you. My name is to remain Pastor Doris. I'll be coming your way very soon. God bless you.